Russia-Ukraine have made efficient use of cheap drones and more expensive cruise missiles, ballistic missiles. These weapons allow both to strike much farther into areas previously thought safe from attack. The lesson is that in modern warfare almost everything is targetable, says a top NATO general. It therefore provides military leaders and defense analysts with invaluable information about modern warfare. One such insight was how the proliferation of drones and long-range missiles was changing the battlefield. In fact, the increasing use and access of these weapons means that in wartime there is no such thing as at home and away. According to a senior NATO general, cheap drones and expensive missiles. Firefighters respond to a drone attack in Kiev in October 2022. App PhotoRoman Hrytsyna. File Ukraine and Russia used drones in a variety of roles, including surveillance and strikes. Russia has also largely turned to long-range missiles drones to target Ukraine's logistics nodes, command and control centers, civilian infrastructure, often far from the front lines. Ukraine, on the other hand, uses Western-made long-range missiles to hit Russian military targets and possibly uses unmanned aerial vehicles, some of which are deployed on Russian territory, to hit targets deep inside Russia. In an episode the Royal United Services Institute's War in Space podcast last month, Air Marshal Johnny Stringer, Deputy Commander NATO Allied Air Command, said the use relatively inexpensive drones and long-range missiles in Ukraine showed what kind weapons these weapons could be. A major threat to NATO forces. With these weapons available in greater numbers, many military bases and other assets are now within easier reach of enemy forces. If you're trying to protect what you have, those concepts of home and away and safe back areas etc. don't exist anymore. In fact, they've been around for many years, Stringer said. So long-range cruise missiles, whether it's ballistic missiles, long-range attack aircraft, pretty much anything that's traditionally been thought of as being far away from the battlefield and safe, I think we're now pretty targetable to see. Stringer also emphasized the value of intelligence, surveillance reconnaissance, or ISR, and the need for an agile targeting cycle that can locate, fix targets before they move. Looking at Russia's targeting cycle, it has consistently been too long, too complex, and not agile enough, Stringer said. So they hit things that were there a few but weren't there anymore. Stringer and other Western officials have said the Kremlin adopted a strategy of using long-range fire against urban centers and critical civilian infrastructure because targets could not be hit in time. Effective ISR and an effective targeting process are necessary for a military to understand and operate on the battlefield. If you can't build understanding at the required level and pace, set yourself up for failure, Stringer S.